girl, you were my dream, my world, but I was blind. You cheated on me from behind. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with an Earth 2 OMI VeVe update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. We love you. So, for those that don't know, this is from my Patreon members, from my guys that super chat a lot, and people that just watch me. Got a new, not iPad, it's a tablet. I don't know exactly what type of tablet. It's, oh, hang on. I'll show you guys real quick. A Tab 7 Plus S, so thank you guys for that. And outside of that, we do have a lot to go over. Even though I streamed until 2 in the morning last night, we do have a lot to go over right now. One of the first things, based on the thumbnail, I'll give you guys a quick read here. This is from earth2updates.com. It was sent to me this morning, and basically the title reads, again, it's from earth2updates.com, Statue of Liberty sells for $65,000. The Earth 2 hype and FOMO is coming back with the release of Jewels. We thought the weekend had already reached peak excitement. However, the Statue of Liberty has just sold for a record-shattering $65,000 US, and as might be expected, it's been purchased by a player from one of the most active countries in Earth 2, South Korea. With the previous record for this being the Vatican purchase at $50,000, this new record beat it by a cool $15,000. But even more astounding is that this is only a 72 tile plot, which means the price per tile is an eye-watering $902 per tile. You heard that correct. $902 per tile from a big whale in South Korea, putting in $65K in one fell swoop. Now that Phase 2 is starting to roll out, is this just the start of a major landmark sales? We've had people like my friend Raythax that have debated about putting in $50K, give or take, for the pyramids of Giza. Would I do that? I don't know. I don't know. That seems like a lot. But at the same time, if you're getting virtual real estate, and one of the things like Seven Wonders of the World or the things like Statue of Liberty that don't get wiped during Phase 2, this is something that could be, oh my god, that could be so big. Everyone wanted to go there in virtual reality. COVID can't fly. There are a bunch of places that the US won't allow in, and the people vice versa, strictly because of COVID. So if you have this, you can see it in virtual reality, and you own that place. Oh my god, the ad revenue is going to be heckin' ridiculous. So shout out to Earth 2 Updates for that piece of thing. Also, I'm going to go live right now and just see exactly what I have as far as jewels for today. I had mistaken myself yesterday where I thought I only had 28. I thought I only had 31. I actually have 34 gems. So for those of you that don't know how to do it, I'll show you guys real quick. It's if you're looking at your just normal profile, like, oh hey, there's me, normal profile. What you do is you go, just click on that top right button below the profile where it says resources. You click that, and then the gems will be there. And what you have to do is you have to click claim gems. Or is it? Yeah, so just click claim gems. It's not there right now because I already claimed them. And there's 7 colors, one for each resource except for the black one. The black one has plus 0.5 coal production and plus 0.5 oil production. So it could be either or with that, which I thought was pretty cool. Outside of that, I guess news has spread very quickly that I sold my Tesla stock, and I bought 20 million, or I have 20 million OMI now. I bought another $20,000 worth of OMI. Since then, the green candles have been huge on AscendX. They've been huge on Bit4X. They've been huge on everywhere that you can get it, and it's risen about 30% the last 3 days since I started buying it. Going from like 0.022 to like almost 0.003. So it has gone up, or 0.0022 to 0.003 has gone up a lot. I have gotten a lot of questions where people asking, hey, is this the end? Is this just a pump? Even at 0.003, we're still 70% off of our all-time highs. So no, I don't think this is just like a pump at all. Again, this is all without new exchanges. This is all without going over to Immutable X is all without going to the Ethereum blockchain, which again, it's on. But speaking of the Ethereum blockchain, what we do have here in the Discord yesterday, for those of you that missed it on for Shane and his announcement, what we had in the announcement, the last thing that he decides to say. Now, this is a sitting CEO, knowing that everybody reads his announcement, and the last thing he decides to say in next steps is, for now, we are focused on ensuring our new React framework that operates effectively and fixing any issues that are presented from the upgrade. This development will focus heavily on phase 2, future releases moving forward. Hollow buildings are coming, as is Essence and maybe Ether, as in they might be on the Ethereum blockchain. They've told us they're not on the Go blockchain, they're not on the Go chain. So it would make a whole lot of sense for the developers of Earth 2, knowing that Ethereum 2.0 is coming out, to try to go on the Ethereum blockchain the same way that VeVe and OMI are doing that as well. I thought that would make some poetic sense. I have so many emails. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Moving on. So we got, okay, I'm just going to go to the questions right now. Legio Leon says, what's up, Randy? How's it going? Always early. Thank you. Wes says, Earth 2 is glitchy right now when looking at land, or is it just me? I haven't looked at the land in a little, although I did notice yesterday when I was looking at land that some of the tiles that I own, obviously American tiles, because, American, they had, some of the tiles did not have the American flag. Some of the tiles were white. Some of the tiles were just white, but I clicked on it and no, it's still my land. I clicked on somebody else's. Okay, there's someone from Britain. And I clicked on this. It's still my land, but the tiles were white. I'm not 100% sure why that happened. I was saying it's right now. So let me check right now for you and see exactly where we're at. Now, is it your properties or is it just buying land? All right, so look. All right, so I'm just going to look at property Antarctica just because I have a lot of Antarctica. All right, class 2. And it looks, well, you can't get any resources yet, which is fine. Oh, okay, I'm in the map. That's why. So I'm in a map, and apparently there's a highway in Antarctica called November 1. It's called the N1. Right there. Okay. But it's just because I'm on the map. So there are a bunch of highways and stuff where we're at, which is really interesting. So I'm gonna try to go and look at other things later. Let me see if it's different on satellite. I think they just updated it. This is really weird. This is Antarctica? No way this is Antarctica. This is Africa. What? Why the? That's so weird. All right, so it said Antarctica, but it was literally in West Africa. I don't know why that is so weird to me. Yeah, so this is glitchy. When you go to your property that says, and I'll do it again. Right, meow. Okay, so Real Randy Chavez, land tile Antarctica, class 2, right? So I'm going to scroll up, I'm going to view, and then when I view, oh, okay, now it goes there. That's so weird. But now it's not even showing any of my tiles. Learn more about Wakanda. On satellite. Okay, so that was in Antarctica, but I couldn't find my tiles. Yeah, alright, so be advised now, guys, the Earth 2 website is a little glitchy. It's probably just doing some updates, doing some things. I would not freak out yet. Alright, my Shia LaBeouf and Transformers, don't freak out, don't freak out. Thank you, Wes, for bringing that to my attention. Game Zane says, Randy for president. I've had so many people. I actually, because I was born in Peru, I'm actually not allowed to be president by law, because you have to be born either in this country or on a U.S. territory. So even though I've been a citizen since I was like 5, 6 years old, whatever, and the fact that I served my country, I actually cannot be president. Maybe at some point that'll change, but I wouldn't even want to. That's such a stressful job, and the fact that I mean, I'd like to think I do a pretty good job, but yeah, I just don't think I I think I could honestly do more for the world, because even as president, you only have so much power. You have to deal with God. Okay, let's say you're a Democrat. All Republicans are just going to hate everything that you want to do, and say you're a Republican. Everything that you want to do, the left just wants to attack, and it's like, oh my goodness. So you're so restricted. I feel like I could do more as a private citizen, as someone that, let's say, makes a lot of money, and I could do a lot of charity work and all that. The only thing that I think I could do about being president is just really be like a one-term president. Be like, all right, guys, I'm gonna tell you like it is. Like I said, I'm really open with you guys. I'd be open with everyone. All right, guys, this is what I did with my money. This is how I got here. This is what I think we should do. Just as a veteran, as a philanthropist, business owner, but liking both the middle left and the middle right. Yeah. Oh, Zana, hello, chat. Oh, good morning, smooches. How you doing? What's up, Zana? Omi Queen says, yo, Randy, after seeing the Al Khan interview, I've always known, but it finally hit me. We have a rare opportunity to create massive wealth for ourselves. Gives me goosebumps. Agreed 100%, Miss Omi Queen. What I see in this project, what I see in these, in the future, like I said, 100xing is really only going to about 3 cents. All right, say that with me again. 100xing is only going, I'm sorry, that's only 10xing. It's about 30 cents. 100xing is going to 30 cents because 10xing would be about 3 cents, which is fine. So 100xing going to 30 cents, which I think we can do inside of 3 years. I think by the end of next year, we can get up to about 20 cents, give or take. So the year after that, probably about 30. So again, probably the end of 2023, we get to about 30 cents. You're 100xing your money inside of 3 years, in 2.5 years. Again, that's just my timeline, it's my opinion, but yeah, this is a lot. So put in $1,000 now, get 100 grand a few years from now. That just set it and forget it. Me, obviously going a little crazy with it, getting spending like $40,000, getting like 20,000 OMI or 20 million OMI. Yeah, I spent a lot. But I agree 100%, Omi Queen. This is something that I think that's why I'm putting so much money into it, as quickly as I can. Smooches says, use the coordinates link to go to your property instead of the view link. Okay, copy that. So all right. So guys, if you haven't heard of Smooches said, if you're just driving, use the coordinates link to go to the property instead of the view link. Might be a little bit easier for everyone for right now. Noah Guitars is being president. What, you weren't born in America? I wasn't. I was born in Peru. I immigrated here when I was 1 or 2. And so that being said, I can't be president. For right now, they might change it in the future. Also, even if I could, I'm only 30 years old. For a president, you have to be minimum 35 years old. I could run for Congress, could run for Senate, but yeah, president, you have to be minimum 35 years old. So, yeah. Meow, meow, meow. Bavo says, did you sell the big Pokemon card? I did, actually. So in the last couple of videos that I made, not live streams, videos, it was the actual deal, the Pokemon sales data deal, including the sale of that Trophy Kangaskhan, and also the what I was doing with the funds, because like, Chavez, didn't you sell your Tesla stock already? I did. I sold the Tesla stock, and I have 3 Bitcoin now, and I have 20 million OMI. But what did I do with the funds of the Trophy Kangaskhan? Well, not all of the funds of the Trophy Kangaskhan was cash. There was some cash and there was some trade-in. I actually, in my video yesterday for that sale, I showed you guys as the first edition, like Blastoise, Venusaur, Poliwrath, a lot of from base set, the original ones. But the funds, what I'm going to do with that is going to be more Bitcoin, more OMI, and more Earth 2. But why I'm holding a lot of that cash now is because Earth 2 hasn't announced their crypto yet. They haven't announced that yet. So I really do want to have a large amount go into that, because I have 3 Bitcoins, like over 100 grand in Bitcoin. OMI, 20 million OMI is like, I spent between 20 and 50 grand in there. Okay, or between 40 and 50 grand in there. I've only spent about $13,000 on Earth 2. I would like to spend a little bit more, not just on tiles, but definitely the crypto as well. At least double what I spent. Again, if they decide to come out with that, be it on the Ethereum blockchain, these are just hypotheses for me. Grandmaster Small says, I figured out how to buy OMI through Bit4x without transferring. How? Zarath Z says, hey man, I love your videos. Could you please explain why you're so bullish on OMI and why it possibly could be a better investment than some other mainstream cryptos? really for the most part is just because we're early. Nobody knows about it yet. The fact that VeVe, again, the company is doing it right. Not only do they have Dave Yoon, Dan Crothers, and Alcon, Alcon being the godfather of licensing, bringing Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And all these other different things from Japan to America. This is his legacy. And the fact that David Yoon and Dan Crothers were talking about NFTs 2.5 years ago, well before anyone else was talking about NFTs. I didn't really know about it until last year with like NBA Top Shot. But they knew exactly what they were doing. They saw the future. They're those types of people that just like, yeah, we know exactly what they're doing. And if you watch the interviews with them, they're really good guys. They're really smart. They're working so hard. And they're just incredible talent. And the fact that Marvel chose Akomi, Marvel chose the VeVe app. Marvel could have gone and done NFTs on their own, but they didn't. They chose Akomi to do that for them. And not only that, when you had a live stream a couple months ago with VeVe and all the other companies that were supposedly the competition, and they said, VeVe has all of these pictures, all these slideshows ready. Yeah, they have these, they have this, and this. They have DC, they have comic books, and also comic books. Virtual comic books are coming as well, which is going to be fantastic. Which I told you guys about that. I knew it like 2 months ago. But the fact that they had all these slides showing all the licenses that they had, whether it was CBS, whether it was Star Trek or Jurassic Park, and then all the other competition that they had showed nothing. They just said, yeah, we have a plan to get some of these licenses. We want to get those licenses in like next year or so. VeVe is so far ahead of the competition. They have won the decade, in my opinion, as far as NFTs and digital collectibles. They are years ahead of anyone else, miles ahead, sprinting. Everyone's not even out the heckin' gate yet. So that is why I'm so bullish on OMI. The creators have gone and they've said, we're going to put so much focus and attention on the app because the coin can't live without the app. They could focus on the coin as much as they want in the early stages. It wouldn't matter if the product wasn't good enough. But the product is super fantastic. They have hundreds of thousands of people, 100,000 OMI holders as well. And we're so early. This is going to get mass adoption. It's going to get something that you're going to have a bunch of big whales coming in, buying up millions of this coin. Millions of dollars. I don't mean like me putting in like $20,000, JP putting in a couple $100,000. Same thing with investor Ali, Alex, and all that. No, we are nothing. We are mitochondria. We are little plankton compared to the people that have tens of millions, hundreds of millions, or billions of dollars that will put into this. They are so far ahead of anyone else. It's absolutely bananas, and it's so cheap right now. We've already been at a penny, and the fact that we're 70% off of that 0.003, mostly because of me, where I'm like hyping this like mad. Everything we've been posting about all the crazy stuff gets retweeted a bunch. Taps trades. We have a bunch of great YouTubers. You have Dan Lee. You have Non-Fungible Wonderful. You have Taps Trades. You have all of these amazing YouTubers. And I don't see that for Quid. I don't see that for NBA Top Shot. Maybe has like one or two of those. But there are no other NFT companies that are like VeVe. If they are, they don't have the Taps Trades. They don't have Dan Lee. They don't have the real Randy Chavez. They don't have Non-Fungible Wonderful. They don't have any of these other YouTubers that are constantly making videos every single day. That is why I'm so bullish on OMI. Let me get to this $5 super chat. I'm sorry, €5 super chat. Alone says, this is my first donation ever on YouTube and it goes to you. Hope your channel won't blow up so the chat stays chill. That's so Alone, thank you so much for that. That does mean the world. But also I've pondered about this as well, where it's maybe like a month ago. I forget what happened where the live I was literally like 45 minutes behind on comments, just trying to read everything, and I was like, what's this going to be like when I have 10,000 subscribers? What's going to be like when so that is something that worries me too, Alone. The fact that I know there's some people that are so big, that are so, popular, it's that they only have time to look at their super chats. And obviously now they get preference. If I'm all the way up here in comments and someone leaves a super chat, I'll go read that first and then I'll go back, just because it's more fair to the people at super chat. But there's some people that only at, let's say, like Crypto R Us, that guy. He's like, I am George, we're all George. That guy's awesome. I love him. He does his 15-20 minute video each stream, and then he goes like I do my content, and then I go to all the comments. He does his content, and then he just goes to all the super chats because that's all he has time for. That is something that does worry me, that I would only have time for that. At that point, I don't know if I would maybe make like a pay. Obviously the Patreon's down there, but I don't want to say like, all right guys, for exclusive content go to Patreon. I think information should be free, and I don't want to have that separation of, yeah, like if you want to like chat with me, you have to like pay for it. I don't want that. Maybe I'll make like another channel, and then just be like, oh, as people find me there, they can talk to me there because they're not subscribed. You know, I don't know what I'll do, but at the end of the day, though, it probably is better for the chat to go, for the viewership to go up, just because then I get a broader audience, and that's how you can help more people, because not many people know about Earth 2 or the VeVe app or OMI. Like when I started making videos and I was doing Tesla and Pokemon, a couple people listened and they made a lot of money. And you know, if only like I had started this sooner, if I'd started this in the military, if I'd started this, you know, as soon as I got that high risk lending job, this is what I'm doing. Maybe I would have had a bigger following, and maybe just more people would have, you know, made a lot more money. So again, this is not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I do love you guys. So let me go on and continue this chat here. Be the next Dan Crenshaw. Well, so I actually do have an eye patch. For those of you that do not know, I had an issue with my eye, like something so not too long ago. So I had to actually go and get some things, and I had an eye patch exactly like Dan Crenshaw, who is Navy SEAL, just one of my absolute heroes, just absolute hardcore rock star in the military. Thanks guys for 5 likes, that means the world. And just an absolute rock star in the military. And hang on one second, guys, I'm sorry. And he became a congressman, and he just became a really cool, good person, which I love. And outside of that, he just fights for liberty. So maybe like him, maybe a congressman at some point. I don't know. Again, I think I could do more as a private citizen, but who knows? Grandmaster Wall also says, so most debit/credit cards don't let you buy crypto, but I recently got my hands on a Charles Schwab debit card, and from other people's experiences, transactions go almost always with the Charles Schwab credit card. And you also have to do the authenticator and identity verify with Bitforex, but it only takes a few minutes. So guys, apparently you can buy OMI on Bitforex without having to do all these transfers. Thank you guys for 10 likes. You can apparently do it if you have a Charles Schwab debit card, which is incredible. I might have to try to do that. It would save a lot on transfer fees. It would save a lot on me having to transfer everything to Aria Realty for him to buy it. Zerath Z said, that's amazing. Price prediction for the end of the year? My bear case is 3 to 5 cents. My base case is probably about 8 cents. You know, probably 8 cents max. And my bull case is probably like 10 cents, 12 cents. It used to be much higher. My bull case used to be 12 to 15 cents. Now it's 10 to 12. My base case is about 8, where it used to be 10, and my bear case is 3 to 5 cents, where it used to be like, I think it used to be like 6 cents. Just because, again, we've had this large correction where Bitcoin just takes a poop. Thank you guys for 10 likes. That does mean the world. So Bitcoin takes a poop, bringing all the other altcoins down with it. So when I started getting in at 0.007, 0.008, and now we're like a little less than half of that, you know, almost a third of that, it's like, okay, that's, you know, you have to make some corrections. But again, I still think once that, I think there's 2 schools of thought here. There's the Taps Trades thought that, again, he does this for a living, where he says like, yep, we're going to have this nice crypto summer, and then around, you know, October, we're going to have that crypto winter. Just because in the cycle, in the charts, that is what happens. You see this correction, and you have that crypto winter starting in Q4. But so he thinks it's going to reach like, I think like 6 cents by the end of the summer, and then it's going to take a huge crash. For me, I think that, yeah, we might hit, you know, a good amount in the summer, but also I think that once Bitcoin, they have an ETF that's going to come out that should be approved, in my opinion, by the SEC. You're going to have hundreds of billions of dollars, if not trillions, go into that Bitcoin ETF, bringing Bitcoin and all the other altcoins to the moon, And I think that's going to make us be going to a super cycle where we don't have that crypto winter, where we just continuously go higher and higher and higher. Again, it's just my opinion, but that's just what I see, because we've never had this. We have never had a pro crypto guy at the SEC. So again, just my opinion. And Alone, thank you again for that $5 super chat. That does mean the world. Hope my channel doesn't blow up, so the chat stays chill. If you want like chill stuff, Lone Wolf Tavern, their Discord, they're the most chill. They're just like, they are just relaxed. Everyone's always about like strategy, and it's so like hype, which is great. A lot of every people on all the other Discords like, yeah, hype, doing this, doing that. But like Lone Wolf Discord chat, there's like, what did you have for lunch today? Like, oh, I had like a ham and cheese sandwich. Oh, that's so good. Did you have lettuce on? Did you have mayo on? You know, it's just so chill. I love them. They're also on my Patreon list. News games, definitely. But yeah, I hope the chat stays chill too. You guys, I love coming. That's why I come here twice a day, just because you guys are awesome. Nova Guitar says CryptoPunks. Is CryptoPunks? I'm not 100% sure what they are. Godmaster Ryan says the FOMO is real, baby. What's up, Randy? What's up, Godmaster Ryan? How you doing? Get this bread? Yeah, FOMO is definitely real. Between OMI and Earth 2, you have a whole lot of people buying a whole lot of those coins, of the tiles, because I think they see what I see. I think people are starting to see like, oh, yeah, like if you can afford to, I mean, that person from South Korea, I hope can afford to lose like that $60,000, $65,000, because I only put in what I can afford to lose. Whatever I put into something, I'm fine with it going down. Again, I got $100,000 in Bitcoin now, got 40-something thousand, in OMI. If we have a solar flare and those things go, kaput, because that will happen during a solar flare, from the sun, not from the economy or anything, just from that, I would be like, okay, yeah, well, lost that. Guess it's time to go back to work. That's something that people don't really talk about, is the risk of elements, outside like the sun. Solar flare hits us, we go back to the Stone Age, which at that point we have a little bit more to worry about than just our crypto investments, but yeah. You have any collectibles, bro? Yeah, so I have a lot of Pokemon cards, most of which, the ones that I showed yesterday, not on stream, in my videos, they are in a bank right now, and the bank it's a bank, it's not like Fort Knox or anything, but it's a bank. No one's getting in there. It would take a job to get in there. And then as far as VeVe collectibles, I have Superman, I have one of the Batman ones, I have two of the most recent Harley Quinns, I have Death, I have DeLorean, I have an Ultraman poster, and I think, and one of those Crypto Kid things, I have a Loch Ness monster, of those like little monsters, Crypto Kids. I think that's what they're called. Penny Renee says, Randy, how did you even find out about Akomi and OMI? I randomly did. Yeah, same thing. So actually people had talked about it in like February, like when I was still working, when I was still in a high-risk lending business, when I was still, working my two businesses. And I just didn't have time to go over it because, again, working two businesses in conjunction with the fact that I'm making YouTube videos, I just got partnered the month before. I had a horrible time with COVID in January. I was like homeless for a week. It was horrible. But I didn't have time to really look at things, and I have a girlfriend too, and I just trying to do everything with that. But I was finding when Earth 2 said that it might have a crypto, I was looking on what exactly would fit, and I was thinking, okay, well, I was looking like VeChain, I was looking at GoChain, and then when they had something, Shane put out a message with like a bunch of capital letters mixed in between, and I thought it spelled GoChain. And I was like, okay, that could be interesting because maybe it's GoChain, or maybe it's something on the GoChain. And what's on the GoChain? OMI was on the GoChain. I was like, oh, could it be OMI? And then I start looking into it on what OMI is about and what is, it's attached to his VeVe collectibles. David, you and Dan Carlos. Oh, Alfred Cut. Oh my God. So I go and I do like a deep dive into this, watching I think Orion Crypto Trader was one of the only ones that had a video out at that time. You had Cavell Anderson and Orion Crypto Trader, I think. I don't think Taps Trades was out yet. Dan Lee wasn't out yet. Non-Fungible Wonderful wasn't out yet. So I made a video on it, and the more I got into it, I was like, and I just, like, when I finally did get into it, I had just retired. So I was like, man, I should go back to work just to get more money to invest in this. it was insane. It was, and I started at 0.007, 0.008, so it already hit a penny, and I was like, oh great, buying it on the way down. This is perfect. Then it goes down to like half a penny, because I loved it at 0.007, so half a penny, three. I just bought all the way down. I did the same thing with Tesla last year, where I bought for like 700, 900, and then I bought all the way down to like 350. Again, this is before the split, and then yeah, bought a lot of good stuff there. So that's how I found out. Babo says, "What's your lowest mint collectible on VeVe?" I'm not 100% sure. I can give you a what do you call it? I can give you a let you know right now. My lowest mint collectible. I don't think it's that low. I didn't specifically buy anything that was super low. Death is 0664. So 664 for death. I think that's got to be one of the lowest. Oh, I have 330 for an uncommon of Ultraman for his what do you call it? So 330, but I don't think people really want that comic. I don't think really people like want that. Like I've seen it on like for less than I bought it for. And then the two Harley Quinns are in the 2000s, but Death is my other one. That is, like I said, 664. So yeah. Moving on here. Leo Wande says, "What is OMI?" In case you missed it, what happens with OMI is that you have it's a coin that's attached to VeVe Collectibles, and every time you put $1 into their app, OMI goes from their vault to their reserve wallet, and then every time you put that $1 that you put in there, and you get something called gems. Every time you spend gems, OMI goes from the reserve wallet to the burn wallet, and what happens with that is after it gets burned, it'll never come back again. So it's a deflationary token. It's going to have a lot of utility in the future. Right now, it doesn't. Right now, the only thing that you need it for is specifically just to buy. It works when buying collectibles, but they're going to be, I think, attached to a game. They've been working on the coin. They're going to have a lot more utility. They're going to advertise the coin. It's really, really, really good. I can't wait. Chewy Chuckabee says, "Hi, Mr. Chavez." Well, hello, Chewy Chuckabee. How are you doing today? Jay says, "Sometimes people don't see what others see. We are so lucky we are early." Yeah, agreed 100%. This is the first time I'm actually getting in something when it's early. It was the first time getting in something when it's like this. I had the chance to do it with Bitcoin when it was like $500 a Bitcoin. I had a chance to do it with Doge when it was 0.00, like 5 or 6 zeros. Although I still don't recommend Doge. It's just my opinion. Even with Tesla, I didn't get in until early last year. And Tesla, what they did was they went from like 2013 to 2018, 19, just like this. You could have bought all that time, your money wouldn't have done anything. And then it just the longer the base, the bigger the breakout, and that's what I see is happening with OMI. Starting at a penny and then going down to what it was over the last few months, and now it's up here again. It's the longer the base where all of these big catalysts you have that should push the coin up. It hasn't. It's going to just come violently, a violent reaction. And so the longer the base, the bigger the breakout. We've been on this decline for about 3.5 months, mostly just because of what Bitcoin's been doing, not because anything the company has been doing or not doing differently. Mill Scott says, "Where is the buying happening in Earth 2 right now?" Well, the Statue of Liberty is technically in New Jersey waters, even though that's it's synonymous with New York. So that's where it's buying. I bought again I buy in Chaveztopia as often as I can. But now it's time for our 30-minute Patreon member shout out. I did Cascada before, so I'm gonna do "Into the stars to buy candy bars lies a kid with a knack for adventure. A super-powered mind, a mechanical canine." Sorry, I just like Jimmy Neutron, and Cascada did one of the songs for the Jimmy Neutron soundtrack, which is like, "We're the kids in America." Superman is almost... No, it's not. Superman is not almost... Alright, so these are the things. If you're here for Earth 2, and I mentioned this yesterday on chat, VeVe Collectibles, if you don't want to do the coin, don't want to do the crypto, just buy the collectibles. All right, so Superman, when it came out, literally was... All right, hang on, new arrivals. All right, Marketplace. It was literally $50 per Superman, and I got one for like $115 because there was 8,888 Superman NFTs that were made, sold out in like 3 seconds. So you couldn't get it for 50. And now oh my God, last night, literally like 10 hours ago on my stream, the floor was $290 for Superman, even though it started at 50. I bought it at 115, and now the minimum price that you can get, the lowest price, is 386. All right, I'm gonna try to figure this out here. I don't know why you can't see it, but it's 386. I don't know why that's not showing. There we go. $386 for the lowest Superman. Again, the market dictates. The market decides. Thank you guys for 10 likes. That means the world. Can we get to 15? Dictates where this goes. So people that have it are not selling it for less than $386. And oh my God, that's for high. These are 6,009. Again, the higher the serial number, like the less worth it is. The more rare, the most coveted ones. I guess 15 likes. That means the world. The most coveted ones are the ones with the lower serial numbers. Which, if I do a filter, I go from edition low to high. The minimum, you can't get them. You can't get less than like the 100 serial number for literally less than like $7,500. Oh no, you can get a number 74 for 4K for $3,900. But yeah, that's it. Literally, the cheapest one is number 99 at $3,400. That's it. It's so absolutely insane. And actually, that might even be a good buy because it's such a low serial number, under 100. I should buy. I have the money to buy it now, but I won't. Just because I spent way too much on it the other day. So yeah, something that was $50 is literally 7x of where it was 2 weeks ago. So if you had gotten lucky, you bought one there, and then you bought one at 100. Yeah, you make money very, very quickly with that by flipping those. Oh my God, that's insane. Yeah, it was literally $290 last night, like literally like 10 hours ago. Jay says it's not a coin, it's a token. That's true. They call it the OMI token, OMI coin. It's easy to say coin. What is Bitcoin? So Vitalik Nakamoto, Bitcoin is that proof of work or is that proof of? I don't know if it's proof of work, but anyway, basically it's just a cryptocurrency. It's digital gold. You have other countries like El Salvador that says, no, this is legal tender. We're going to use this specifically for, our currency. They have their own currency, but they're also going to, and they mostly use US dollars, but they're also going to be able to have to accept Bitcoin as well. Other countries will follow. Mass adoption is coming for Bitcoin. It is not a question. That's why I have 3 of them. Jay says the FUD guys are guys that buying everything up. This is a game. That is also possible. I could actually picture, and it would make I'd actually respect them more if they did it. The people that are making FUD videos, whether it's about VeVe or whether it's about Earth 2, saying like, because again, VeVe had this thing where they said, hey, we're going to come on a new exchange in May or July, or May or June, and they didn't. Which is fine because they're switching their whole business over to Immutable X, over to the Ethereum blockchain. So it's fine that some things are delayed. But you have some people say like, oh, these are just broken promises. This is a poop coin. It's like, give them a freaking break. Like, my God. But and the same thing with Earth 2. They said like, yeah, phase 2 was supposed to be here. Now phase 2 is not here at the time that we want. It's just games and things get delayed all the time. And just a lot of these younger new people that don't have any experience, they're just kind of wet between the ears, and they just don't have any patience. They don't have any delayed gratification. They want things now, and they just don't have patience. They're going to lose out. But if they're the ones that are making all these fun videos just so that they can try to buy cheaper, I might actually respect them a little bit more, because I make fun videos and then buy on the dip. I mean, I guess that's a fair investment strategy. I wouldn't do that. I let you guys know exactly what I'm doing. Nomo Guitar has number 874 Superman. You got under 1,000. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Bill Scott says, where is the best place to buy OMI anonymously? I mean, Bit4x. I don't know what you mean like anonymously. Yeah, I just use Bit4x. Jay says, do you think we get Pokemon on the train? So yeah, I 100% believe that we have Pokemon. I just don't. Oh, my hip. I'm sorry. I just don't know exactly when they would announce it, whether it's later this year or early next year. I think that maybe at San Diego Comic Con they might announce something. There's always announcement at San Diego Comic Con, regardless of who you are. So I would think I'm gonna get my water real quick. Yeah, I've been talking for 40 minutes without water. There we go. So I would say, yeah, they would definitely want to move over to Immutable X. They would definitely want to go over to the what do you call it? Ethereum blockchain before they make that announcement. Just my opinion. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Noah Guitar says CryptoPunks is a joke NFT selling for $40,000 to millions. So basic. That is crazy. That is insane. Especially if it's a joke, but good for whoever made them. Good for whoever's selling them. Hamza Ishmael says, "What happened with Earth 2, if you don't mind?" So Earth 2 had this amazing. Again, the thumbnail of the video is somebody bought the Statue of Liberty for $65,000 in Earth 2. Earth 2 just had the jewels come out where you don't need to go on your properties. All you need to do is go to your resources, where, click that tab on the top right. Underneath profile, it'll say resources, and then it'll show jewels there every day, and you just have to click claim to claim them. And for my advice for the jewels is don't sell. My advice for the jewels is keep them. Like, even though right now the marketplace isn't open for Earth 2, that will be eventually. And I told people, listen, if you want to sell, you need money, I'll buy your jewels, all of them, right now. Because not only right now, they look a little unimpressive. Oh, one jewel and you get an additional 0.5, bonus for resources. Like, okay, so if you have 100, a place that's doing, let's say, 100 resources a day, and you have 2 jewels, now it makes 101 resources a day. It's not that much. But what they said, that you'll be eventually able to shatter them, shard them, combine them with weapons, maybe something for the warring world, maybe something with art. Imagine having a skin specifically laced with shards of jewels would look pretty heckin' cool. So yeah, my advice is not sell them, but I want to hoard them. I want to get as many as I can. Give me the black ones. I only have 2 of the black ones. If you want to sell to me. At the same time, if you want to hodl, that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to use them because they're going to have greater utility than just giving you a small amount of a boost in production. I want to be able to go and have as many as I can. Where I only had like 34. People like Aria Realty and Guidebook Gaming and Predict had hundreds of jewels. I was like, get the fudge out of here. Very, very jealous of them. Mill Scott says, NFT market in a lull right now. I think it will peak again around late November. That's very possible. Again, it depends on what NFTs you're talking about. VeVe is fire. Everybody is buying and selling on VeVe. And again, I love VeVe because they're so vertically integrated. They don't have a thing like Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards, after they sell them out to stores, they don't get anything for, like, when I had that big 6-figure Trophy Kangaskhan deal go through the other day. Pokemon didn't get, Game Freak or Nintendo Company didn't get anything for that. But with the VeVe app, if you have a Superman, let's say a really low mint Superman, or like they did it with that horse from Powerpuff Girls, Donnie. Somebody bought Donnie for like $24,000, something like that, on Powerpuff Girls on the VeVe app. And guess what? Because it was on the VeVe app, they get a certain percentage of that sale. They get a certain percentage of OMI burn. So that's good for us as well too. So very, very exciting. And we burned, I think yesterday or today. Let me show you how much OMI we burned just yesterday. And if you don't know where to go to look for it, Twitter, OMI Daily Burn. Yesterday we had 62,441,161 OMI that was burned, which is absolutely insane. And you want to know what we burned the day before that? 315,039,229. So we literally burned almost 62 million and three. Yeah, so we burned almost 400 million in 2 days, which is, again, absolutely insane. And on drop days, a lot of times we burn like several hundred million, which is insane. The last drop day that we had, let me see what we had. Oh God, no, not that, not 6. The last drop day that we had, oh God, where is it? It doesn't even say it. But anyway, go to OMI Daily Burn on Twitter. And if you want to find out exactly how much OMI we've actually burned, go to token.veve.me and it'll show you what's in the reserve wallet, what's in the vault, and how much we burned. 7.1 billion OMI so far. Let's get back to it. No Guitar says, I lied. My Superman is 828. Flipped him 3 times, profiting, upgrading, flipped Supergirl 5 times, and flipped Labbit yesterday. Bought 570, sold 659 overnight. Yeah, so No Matter What Guitar is one of the greatest like market timers and flippers that I've ever met. Like, is like OMI's down like 0.002. Like, I want to wait till it goes down, like 0.0013. I was like, I don't think it's getting down there. It goes down there. I was like, what? Like, I'm so flabbergasted. And then, it starts to rise. Like, I'm going to sell. Like, listen, I don't think I would sell. There's a decent chance that this could start to run, and then it drops. Like, oh my God, he sold. And it just, yeah, very, very good at flipping. It's just hustler. Love Noah Guitar. Big hustler. Humza Ishmael says, are you able to sell jewels now, and how much do they go for? So right now, the marketplace is not open, so you're not able to buy and sell jewels. However, I told people yesterday I would pay $1 per black jewel that they had. And again, that black jewel that they had is something that should be able to go and spawn every single day. As far as other jewels, I don't know. I might take a little bit less for them, but that's just what I would pay. Some people might pay more. Some people that are just getting into this now that don't have a lot of property, what they would do is they would try to buy other jewels, and maybe they outbid me. I'm going to buy as much as I can, as quickly as I can, as soon as the market opens. And after that, I would go to, because again, let's say you could buy jewels directly from the game, and let's say they are $2 a jewel. Well, people are going to try to undercut that market just because they want money, just because they want money. But I don't think that would be, they might only do that for resources. I don't think they'd do that for jewels. People undercut just to get money that way, because some people literally got the tiles and everything just to make money. Some people don't want to build. They just like, oh, resources. Yeah, maybe they'll build something, or they'll hire someone to build something. But the market will set those things. And what I think I can do, and my strategy, is buy as many as I can, not use them, because we know that they're going to have greater utility in the game. And then eventually the market price will set up here, and I'll be like, mwah. But again, I probably won't even sell them. I'll probably have it specifically to make my properties better, specifically to do other things. That's my issue. I just buy and hold, and I don't sell. So, but again, if you want to do that, I do think that the jewel will eventually go up to maybe not to the moon, but they will definitely be higher than when they first start out. So if you want to just buy as quickly as you can, and then see where it goes, that could be okay too. I'm just buying and holding. Gallo 1982 says, I have 17 properties and still did not get jewels. How many tiles do you have on those properties? Because some people I've seen that they got maybe 1 jewel every 30 properties. Some people it's 1 jewel every 12 properties. I don't know exactly how much I have, but I have a lot of tiles. I have a lot of areas that have like 750 tiles, but even though I only have 22,000 tiles, I'm not like iBook Gaming or Ari Realty, Nameless, King Tech Ops, all that. Whew, moving on. Oh, it's raining. I'm gonna have to run in the rain. Cool. Jay said, Alfred Kahn says this NFT market is a global game. VeVe is an AFT, an action non-fungible token. Yeah, Alfred. So I haven't even watched the video with Alfred Kahn yet. If you don't have time, or you get a little bored listening to the Q&As that's in Discord or all that, Taps Trades does a very good job at giving Spark Notes reviews of everything that goes on in those, because I even only go in for like 30 minutes because I'm so busy. I get so much stuff to do. But Taps Trades does a fantastic job making videos, summing up those 2.5 hours literally into a 20-minute video. So good with that. Cannot shout him out enough. Gallo says, what is OMI for? OMI is the token that they use, and they're needed to buy. They're needed to buy those those tokens. They're needed to buy those NFTs, and those NFTs are something that again people want, and you need OMI to buy them. You have this thing called gems, where you give $1, and $1 is equal to 1 gem. Always, that's a stable coin. So put in $100, you get 100 gems. Goes from their reserve wallet to their vault. $100 worth of OMI goes in there, and then when you spend those gems, that OMI goes from the vault to their burn wallet. So yeah, it's needed for that. They're always going to need that to sell NFTs. Noel Guitar says, dude, that interview was crazy. I don't know the co-founder brought Pokemon to America and the other one brought to New Zealand, only to the moon. Yeah. Again, I didn't even watch the interview yet, but Alcon's been a hero of mine. Again, literally president of 4Kids Entertainment. Doesn't need to work. Very, very rich and successful in his own right, but again, this is just a legacy. If he has a chance to do this, do it. Like, he is, oh my God. This is, OMI is, this is why I'm buying as much, I bought as much as I did. Why I still, after the Earth 2 crypto comes out, I'll buy a little bit more Bitcoin and a little bit more OMI. But like I said, I shot my load. I put in, I have 20 million. I want to get a little bit more. With the sale at Trophy Kangaskhan, maybe I'll get up to 30 million. I don't know. I'll get 40. I don't know. Maybe 30 million. I do want 34 because I did want to have the, when it reaches $3, I want $100 million. So I did want that. And on it says, love you too, man. Oh, no guitar. Hey. Ethan Youngberg says, hi, Randy. Hi, Ethan. What's going on, man? Vitalik Nakamoto says, fun fact, meaning of VeVe is Haitian word for voodoo. Ooh, ooh. Gallo 1982, is OMI for Earth 2 or for VeVe? OMI is for VeVe. Earth 2 doesn't have their crypto yet. They haven't announced really what Essence is going to do and resources and all that. OMI is for VeVe. And OMI is, yeah, that's why I'm so bullish with it. Even though I have more Bitcoin than I do OMI, I should probably, I should probably get that up there. Have them react with each other. But I'll keep you guys posted. I'll let you all know. Anyway, guys, I do have a lot to do today. It's been such a crazy week. It's raining though. Maybe I'll just go to the gym. Either way, guys, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. And we never like to close our stream without giving you the opportunity to make Dashi the Lord of your life. Friends, will you pray with me? You say, Lord Dashi, I repent of my sins. I ask you to come into my heart, and I make you my Lord and Savior. Friends, if you pray that simple prayer, me and Dashi believe you got born again. Get in a good Dashi-based church. Make Dashi first place, and Dashi will take you places that you never even dreamed of. Time for my last Patreon member shout-out for the evening, and then I'll get to the last comments, and then I am donezo for the day. Sunday is gloomy, my shadows are numberless. Oh man, I forget the rest of the song. My nights are slumberless. All right, guys, that is it for my. I'm sorry that I really fudged up the last one. Let me get to the comments real quick. What up, flat earthers? Bruce Wayne, what's going on, buddy? Bye, Randy. Bye, RH. Humza Ishmael says, do I have to go individually to each property to collect jewels? No, you don't. You just go to the resources page. It'll show up there. You click claim, and that's it. All right, guys, I love you. I'll try to stream tonight. I'll let you all know. I'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye. Meow, meow.